Hello, everyone. Today is September 20th, 2023. This is the Kubernetes Data Protection Working Group meeting. I think today we don't really have any other agenda other than just to give an update of this CPT proposal, the CAP and the CSS spec. How are we doing with this?
Yeah, so we got feedback on the CSI spec from Ben. Certainly this week Ben put a bunch of feedback which I already applied, and we also got some feedback from the Ceph RBD CSI driver maintainer Niels DeVos, right? DeVos, I mean. And he was requesting a secrets field, which seems to be the pattern for volume snapshot. So we added that in. And yeah, so that's it on the update. Yeah.
So, hey, Carl, so did you accepted all those changes? We don't need to discuss any of them anymore?
Pretty much everything other than I had a question back for you on the you proposed some bit on the last thing, and I just put a question back to you, and I haven't yet read your response. So
okay, yeah, we can resolve that through the review.
Sure.
Yeah, it looks like we are making good progress on the review and feedback side for both the CAP and the spec. I pinged James about it as well. So Xing, I saw you CC him on the spec PR. And then on the Dell side, I have been coordinating with Tom Watson. We're just waiting for the in terms of doing an implementation of it. So yeah, once the stuff is merged and implementation starts, we want to continue to make progress to plan for an implementation of this spec.
Oh, we should pin John. I think John was the one who reviewed this earlier, right? In earlier version. I think you should ping him on the production readiness review channel. Tell him this is ready for review. Get him started early. This looks very different from before.
Yeah.
Is this the same? Is this the same PR or is it different?
No, we closed the old one, and this
but you probably can tell. Let me know. Show him what is the old one. I said this one is the new one. We went to the SIG off, got feedback and things like that, right? So this way he know where things are, because he was he the one who asked us to look at the aggregated API server? I think
way back then.
But I think we did have like a section, alternative section saying why we didn't do that, right?
We did, yeah.
So basically just to, I think we need PRR reviewer. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I guess we can. Yeah, okay, I'll ping him.
I think normally they will wait until SIG give a look good to me, but it's good to get him started early, because I'm pretty sure this is a very long design. He's going to have a lot of questions, so it's good to start early.
Yeah. Okay.
Just in case he has other concerns. Yeah.
I know that in the past, we also had Jan from Red Hat helping us with this. Do we need to ping him?
Oh yeah, you can ping. Yes, you can ping.
Folks like James and folks like
So I think since this involves API reviewer, we also need to ask Michelle to look at this, because we need an API approver, right? So Michelle is our API approver, so should also ping her. But it will be good if if Ben, you probably haven't got a chance to. It's good that you also review this CAP.
Wait, with the CAP?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was focused on the CSI spec. I should do the CAP too.
Right. Because if you review it, and then Michelle can just maybe does not have to do a very deep dive review. Yeah, if you can,
Yeah.
that'll be good.
Yeah. I know like Ben, like there might be a lot of wordings and words in there, but you know, as far as there shouldn't be any surprises because you know you have been with us like from the start of this journey. So hopefully
Oh
it'll
yeah,
be a quick and easy review. It's basically everything that we have talked about, and not we didn't deviate from any of the things that we talk about on this call.
yeah. The
I think like
challenge is making sure nothing important is missing. You have to
yeah.
have like a model in your head of everything that needs to be there, and that. But I'll put that back on my list. That had fallen off the CAP review.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thanks. I think the PRR is due about 2 weeks, right? Xing like due in about
Yeah,
2
but you
weeks.
want to just tell him early this is
Yeah.
ready, right? So then they can just
Yeah. I
when
just
they
want to
review it.
confirm
Yeah.
the timeline and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's ready for you, then just pin them, telling them it's ready.
Yeah. I think like in the past during the last PR like surprisingly it didn't take him very long because like first of all it's out of tree and then like it's also alpha, so he basically
Oh,
I
okay.
remember like it was like only like one evening he just skimmed through like the PRR alpha
Okay,
section.
that's fine. But I
sorry.
think just to,
Yep.
rather than early than later.
Yep.
Yeah, because last time then he has this big suggestion saying we should go through the aggregated API server, then we have to rethink it, right? Just want to make sure they are not those surprises. Just let him know that we already went to seek auth. Yeah, I think that's important.
Yep. Yeah, I'll drop him a ping on the PRR channel.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, one quick question about the timeline. So I know that we are starting to think about the overall implementation, and seems like things are finally getting to the point where the architecture is mostly approved and ready to go.
Yeah.
Do we know what is the timeline for when we are looking to get like a reference implementation with backup providers and storage providers and all the different entities working? Is there a particular release that we're targeting for that work at this point?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think a big part of it really depends on the kind of feedback and reviews we got back from the maintainers in the community. I think like implementation wise, like I think this is where okay, so let's assume like the ideal happy scenario, like the spec and the cap got merged within the next couple weeks, and then we can start like the implementation. But like okay, so for what it's worth, like we do already have a prototype, so hopefully that will help speed things up a little bit on the coding part. But I think along the way, right? I mean, like we are like on the cap, we say we're targeting like Kubernetes 1.28, which is November time frame.
29.
Oh, sorry, 129. But I think yeah, it's a bit like I think we are being very
it might be a little aggressive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, aggressive and optimistic about it. I think part of it is also like so I think this is going to be like new code. We haven't even decided like talk about where this code is going to live. So along the way, like
so we're going to have we'll have a new repo for this one, but I just want to wait until we cap getting a certain point, right? Then we can just apply for the new repo to be created.
Okay, makes sense. And I think along the way, like I would expect like some guidance from folks like Xing and Ben and Shang Chen, like because like it's completely new, right? Like we kind of like things like end-to-end test, what does that look like? The CI stuff, what does it look like? So yeah, those are all little details that I just I foresee that can take us quite sometimes to do.
Got it. That's good to know. I'm working with some folks here within AWS to kind of bring awareness of the work that you folks are doing, and I think there may be people who may be interested in reviewing this architecture at some point in the near future and maybe potentially contributing to the implementation as well. I think from a storage provider perspective, my team would definitely be interested in contributing to the overall effort from the AWS storage provider from a CSI driver perspective, at least. So, I would definitely be interested in knowing what kind of timelines we're looking at and when we can start getting more actively engaged on that front. So.
Yeah. So keep an eye on like the data protection working group channel. I think you're there.
Yeah.
So I think that I think like once the cap and the spec merge, we'll continue to post status there and let the community know where things are at. So Kyle, as far as I know, right, the only thing that we need to really implement is the snapshot metadata sidecar service. That's like the main.
That's right.
Of the work, right? Okay.
That's right. Yeah, and that will come with the CRD for that one thing we need for advertising. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it'll be really nice, Manu, if having a reference implement or an implementation from a vendor, because the lot of the details, right, the packaging and how it comes together, it's all up to the vendor who deploys CSI, right? Because we require certificates and we require where you put your service and how you basically the deployment aspects, because that won't be something we address in the community.
Yeah. So would you be looking to have storage providers start engaging after that code on your side is kind of in a more final shape, or should we start that process of engagement in the near future, like within the next few weeks or something like that?
Yeah, I think sooner the better. I mean, we have to get started on writing the sidecar. I mean, we have Prasad's demonstration prototype, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which illustrates the things, and obviously that code is not production ready by any means. But discussions about how to deploy it, right, would be great. I mean, not a problem at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I think until we have like the sidecar in a root repo, there's not much the storage provider can do. They can look at our prototype.
Yeah.
I think in terms of, I mean, there are other. I think there's like some, if I understand correctly, I think there's some like patterns on how like to deploy sidecar, like maybe Helm chart, and I know there's some built-in libraries for metrics stuff, so that the sidecar they all look the same. I think like those are like some of the standards we need to follow, and then insert our code like in there, kind of thing. But yeah, I think I agree with Carl. Like Manu, if you folks are interested in getting a head start, like the prototype would be a good place to.
Yeah, sounds like there is some value in at least giving the whole thing a try, setting it up on a cluster and seeing how it does, and maybe make some recommendations on the basis of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, since we haven't, I mean, I personally haven't deployed any CSI driver, right, manually. So, looking at the arguments to the sidecar service, what needs to be put in, things like that might be, really good, because y'all have a different perspective.
Sounds good.
So Manu, on your side, if you have like someone who like a particular individuals who want to get started, like get them to ping us on Slack. We are happy to help. And
yeah, so sounds good. Sounds good. I think there are a couple of folks who I know who might be interested. One of them in my team. So I'll talk to them and we'll figure out how to start engaging with you folks on that. So
yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think like so far like I think like from the storage providers involvement and contribution perspective so far, it looks like the reception is what is positive. Like we have Ceph, we have AWS, we have Dell, who are all like wanting to try this out. So looks like we're heading in the right direction, which is encouraging.
And especially on the sidecar side, right? I mean, if I think we may be able to help in terms of setting things up in the repository, the code and the initial code and stuff like that. So if you need any help on that front, let us know and we can contribute to that as well. So
yes.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so we will try to get the CTS back in this month, by the end of this month. And what is the cap freeze? Let's see. Oh, okay. This is the old one. Didn't copy the new one over. I think it's beginning of October with cap freeze, like October 5th or something. First week of October. Okay. There anything else we want to discuss?
Yeah, just out of curiosity, like anyone on the call will be heading to KubeCon?
North America, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. Who else?
Yeah, I'll be there too.
Oh, great. So
I'm still like TBD.
Oh,
Just
okay.
I still like trying to confirm like some details and stuff like that. But yeah, it'd be nice if we can meet up in person.
Yeah. So I did sign up for a the contributor summit.
Yeah. Okay.
I did sign up for a SIG storage meetup, like an hour meetup. Were you there last one? No, you were not there. I don't think I met you, right? No.
No, my last
You were there.
KubeCon was.
You were there. That was the time that I got COVID. I did not show up.
Yeah, but Valencia
Last year,
was where I
right?
met Jan and we talked about
Yeah,
this.
last
Yeah.
KubeCon last year. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah. So if if anyone of you are going and then you are not a Kubernetes member yet, let me know if you need help becoming a member, because if you want to join the contributor summit, you will have to be a member.
So I guess it's a little bit late already, but I was just curious, like, if what kind of topics are of interest, especially on the SIG storage side, because I'd actually submitted a proposal for a talk about the EBS CSR driver here at AWS, but unfortunately it was not accepted. So I was curious as to what kind of topics are of interest to the community, and what would be relevant to something like that.
Oh, you were talking about like the KubeCon submission. That's a little different from I was talking about the contributor summit. Yeah. So KubeCon submission is kind of tricky, I think.
Yeah,
and
it's very
also now, because
competitive.
storage part, we are kind of, they merged us with the AI track, right? So if I look at it, most of the selected talks are about AI, machine learning.
Got it.
There's a very small number of topics selected. It's related to storage, actually. I think I need to check. I forgot. It's very, very, very little. Yeah, so it's kind of tough. But sometimes you could also try other track just to see, right? So you may want to try, like this one track has storage, but there was other track. So there was one time they merged storage with this what was that? I think it's like some business operations and business continuity. So I see some people actually submit their talks there as well. Yeah, so you could try different place to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I was more interested probably in what you were talking about, the contributor summit. I wasn't aware that there was such a thing. So it would be great to meet some of you folks in person in one of these conferences.
Are you going to there?
I'm not going this year because like I said, my plan would have been to present this and then go, but given that the talk didn't materialize, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to join this year. But
so contributor summit is different, right? So you can submit your contributor summit. Do you know that there is actually a different CFP process?
Yeah, I was not aware of that. So that's good to know.
But it's already at that, I think that was like September 15th that has passed. So if you want to try that, I would recommend, I would encourage you to try it next time. I can, next time when this happens, I can drop a link, but right now it passed. But are you a member? Are you a Kubernetes member?
I believe I am, but I'm not sure. I need to double
Okay, yeah,
check. I think I
take a
signed up
look.
somewhere.
So yeah, because if you're not, I can sponsor you to become a member. Then I believe so I think the contributor summit will require you to be a member. So
okay. Yeah, I may reach out to you
okay.
in case I need some help with that.
Okay.
I think it's too late for this year, so it's not a big deal. So
okay.
Yeah.
So Manu, just to confirm, the focus and the topics for the contributor summit is different from, say, like a typical KubeCon talk proposal submission. So contributor summit, I think in case, like, just to confirm, it is a pre-conference event that usually happen a day before KubeCon starts, and the topics around it, they have very limited slots for like talking to the whole group in terms of talks. Yeah, but like, there is always like special focus group like meetings after, like, breakout session. So if you have something about storage that you want to talk specifically to storage people, they are like specific time breakout session for that. But otherwise, the talk themselves, right? You generate the focus is on like the contributor experience, the contributor workflow, like release and delivery cadence and all those things. So it's not.
I think that sounds exactly like the kind of thing that I'm interested in. I'm more interested in that rather than the broader KubeCon topics at this point. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, if you have something like a EBS as a driver, like specific deep dive that you want to share with the storage people, like those storage breakout sessions, maybe
I think that would probably be the right kind of forum for discussing that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Yeah, so like SIG storage, I would just submit a like a meetup, right? So that's like a 1 hour, so we can talk whatever. It's like an open, open session. We can talk whatever we want to talk. Like last time, I think, last KubeCon, I think we just I think we talked about CPT. Dave was there. We talked about CPT, and then we talked about the cross namespace because the folks working on the cross namespace, they're there. Yeah, and Yang and myself were there. So we basically just talk about those. So whatever you want to talk about, you can.
Yeah, I think
but it's more casual. It's not like a formal.
Right.
It's not like a presentation type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the modify volume stuff that we did with the SIG storage folks this year, I think that would have been a good topic for discussion because
that would be a good one. Yeah. So that would be good if I'm hoping Michelle, but she should be able to go there. I think she has some sessions. So I think she also has not got the formal approval yet, but I assume she should be able to go. So like if she's there, we can, if you guys are interested in modify volume, we can definitely talk about that. But I don't know if Sunny will be able to go. Yeah, they also have tight budget, sounds like.
Yeah, we are in the same position.
Will be, yes, but from data protection working group, I think Shan Chen will be there. Yeah. He actually also goes to the China one, which actually I think it's next week.
Got it.
KubeCon China.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's probably a little too late for this time around, but hopefully for the next one,
next
there
time.
will be an opportunity.
You can also, I think as Ivan was saying, actually, that's kind of different. People sometimes just talk about the feature they're working on, kind of thing, right? So sometimes you just they submit those sessions. You can either submit a session of yourself, or you can also definitely come to our SIG storage meetup to talk about things. Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Xing, will you be providing an update of this working group at KubeCon? I think
we do. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah. That's another. Okay, so that's another one. So, Manu, I don't know if you have been watching the previous KubeCon sessions. So normally we have maintainer track, right? So SIG storage will have like an update on all the features. So which I think we will be talking about the like modify volume and the data protection working group. We also have a session. We will do an update. So I think we will be talking about the CPT. That's actually another thing I was actually planning to pin you guys. I keep forgetting about this one. So it looks like you guys are actually all here, all of a sudden not here. So yeah, so Ivan and Carl, if you guys are going there, actually, when we are doing this session, you guys be interested in maybe talk about CPT for about 10 minutes?
Oh, we're at KubeCon?
Right. So in the data protection one group session, yeah. So if you guys want to talk about that, rather than Shantian and myself talk about that, one of your guys, you can talk.
As part of the maintenance track, right?
That's part of the maintenance track. Yeah, think about it. If you guys can go there and to talk about it. If you cannot, we could also I know that Ivan, remember you actually record
I did a recording on that.
Was it last year? But
No,
then
it was
actually
it was the year before. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think after you recorded that, the whole thing got changed, so we didn't really
Yeah.
play that one, right? But this time I think it should be fine. I don't expect there are big changes between now and was that November? Yeah, so
Well,
so you guys maybe talk about it.
Well,
And
I'm trying to keep the slide deck up to date, so I pasted it in the chat. But I'll have to find out. I don't know whether we have budget for me to go. So
okay.
Yeah.
So if you if you're not going, then you guys can also record just to explain what this is. Yeah. So
we'll let you know. Yeah, I think
Carl
has been
talk about it, and
Carl has kept the deck updated, so it should be easy.
so it's going to probably just like pick a few slides, right? Go through that.
Yeah. I mean, most of the
part of the
deck is not visible actually. I mean, there is details.
Okay. Okay. Are there anything else? Oh, Ben, you want to say something?
No, sorry.
Oh, okay. All right, then that's it for today then. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.